Grogu. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to take a look at Chapter 14 of The Mandalorian. Yeah, this week I'm gonna admit I don't really expect much. I know I said that last week because I figured we'd get Ahsoka, but it would be like maybe late in the episode or something. But this week I feel like this is gonna be coming off of one of the big episodes, so it's gonna be another one of those, you know, let's go to Tatooine. Well, actually that's a bad example because Tatooine was awesome this year. Now, more like let's go meet up with Grief and Cara Dune and take on the Imperial facility. Good episode, but it also wasn't a big revelation episode except at the very end. So that's kind of what I'm expecting this week is just, another adventure with Den and Grogu. Not necessarily life-altering name drops.
Grogu. Grogu, come on. You can have it. Dang ferret. Hey, no, I'm not mad at you.
He's such a proud dad.
You're very special, kid.
He didn't get less cute by just knowing his name. If anything, now we know that he's thinking, that he comprehends what's going on.
Looks like that's the magic rock I'm supposed to take you to down there.
We're really going.
Sorry, buddy, I can't land on the top. Looks like we're gonna have to travel the last stretch with the windows down.
With the windows down. What? 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 What?
It's it. It is. Oh my goodness. We don't have time for this.
Yes, you do. It never occurred to me Fett could be tracking them for Gideon.
I've been tracking you, Mandalorian. It belongs to me.
Are you Mandalorian?
I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy. Like my father before me, my friends locked on to that little companion of yours up on the henge.
And if you remember, I don't miss.
Fennec?
You have a keen ear.
That looks Imperial. Oh my goodness, I just realized he's gonna have to team up with Boba Fett. Just open fire immediately. Awesome. Oh! The armor shattered. What? What? I haven't seen a lot of mortars in Star Wars. Nice Indiana Jones reference. Oh my God, that is fantastic. Finally get to see what Boba Fett's like when he fights. Wow.
I'll be back soon.
I'm desperate to know who he's talking to.
Okay, let's move in.
This isn't looking good.
I've seen worse. You can get out of here. I owe you from last time.
There it is. That is literally the Boba Fett I always imagined when I was a kid. When I had my little 3 3/4 figures. Both. Both.
I was aiming for the other one.
I loved the Razor Crest. Oh no.
Have the Dark Trooper has been engaged.
Momentarily.
Oh no. Doesn't have his jetpack.
They've got the baby. Don't let them get away.
Affirmative. I have a lock.
Knew it.
My chain code has been encoded in this armor for 25 years.
Your father was a foundling.
Yes. He even fought in the Mandalorian Civil Wars.
Then that armor belongs to you.
We agreed, in exchange for the return of my armor, we will ensure the safety of the child. Till he is returned to you safely, we are in your debt.
Boba Fett and Din Djarin teaming up. Okay.
Cara Dune, Marshal of the New Republic. I heard rumors you might have gone legit.
I wouldn't go with that.
I need your help. Ex-Imperial sharpshooter, last name Mayfeld. Apprehended near the Delestri system on a derelict prison ship.
Meg's Mayfeld. But these stripes. I mean, there are rules I need to follow.
They have the kid.
That changed things. Yes. Yes. Dance puppets.
Stop. Wait. You're not ready to play with such things. Liable to put an eye out for one of these. Looks like you could use a nice long sleep.
No. No. That needed to be an hour longer. No. Okay, so I wasn't entirely wrong. That was more or less a setup episode, but it was an awesome setup episode. I did not, you heard me at the beginning. I didn't expect much out of this episode, but the fact that we got Boba Fett just straight, I mean, okay, well, no. We started at the seeing zone. We start at the destination, which typically on this show, it takes them an episode to get wherever they're going. So the fact they even started there was huge. To have Boba show up then, to finally reveal himself as having tracked him, a standoff with Boba Fett, and then Boba Fett, and Din, and I'm forgetting the sharpshooter's name, Ming-Na Wen, have them take on the Empire, like a couple of battalions. That was incredible. And then, and not to mention, Grogu reached out. Grogu did reach out. I had speculated that maybe he just wouldn't reach out and that would be the end of it, but no, he did. And then Dark Troopers. I did not expect us to get that reveal until, I don't know, maybe next week at earliest. The fact that they're just collecting all these characters, the finale, which is in a couple of weeks, is going to be massive. There are going to be so many characters, because I'm just going to guess that every character that guest starred this year is just going to show up. I mean, why not at this point? And whoever Grogu called, I'm calling it now, is going to show up to help save him. I mean, somebody's going to answer that. Somebody heard him. Whether or not he actually goes with them is going to be a different story, but whoever comes is going to help. All of a sudden, all my speculation is kind of out the window. Or actually, it all fits, but it's out the window at the same time. People had speculated that maybe it would be a Force ghost. That's not going to be the case now, I don't think. I think it's going to be a physical person. I still don't think... I'd be surprised if it's Ezra, because there'd have to be a lot of explanation for why he'd show up, considering, I mentioned this in my prior video, he's been missing for 10 years, and he has people who love him and are looking for him, so if he has the capability of going places, he would have already been with them. They wouldn't need to be still searching for him. So I don't picture it being him. There's a lot of baggage and backstory you need to fix. Possible. Again, possible. So at this point, I'm starting to think the whole Mace Windu theory that's running around that I even speculated on is really possible. Luke's even on the table now, because if it really is what I'm thinking now, and they're going to this Jedi is just going to show up to help at the end, heck, it could even be Ahsoka again. Ahsoka could come back and go, yeah, he reached out and it was to me. You know, she could be sitting there thinking, I don't have a choice now. I do have to help train him because he's reached out to me. I'm the one he came to. So I don't know. I'm just really excited. So I'm spouting words. So many words. Heck, at the rate this season's going, why not Luke? Just why not at this point? Even though that was the one I said I didn't expect. But they're so good at subverting my expectations that I just don't even know anymore. I just don't. I'm okay with that. And the biggest backstory drop for Boba Fett. I've always wondered how they got that armor. They basically said it this episode. Jango was Mandalorian trained. They had said in the Clone Wars, was he the Prime Minister? I think he was the Prime Minister of Mandalore, had said that, you know, Jango was no Mandalorian, that Boba Fett was no Mandalorian. It was Jango was no Mandalorian. And they didn't know how he got that armor. Well, now we know. Jango was a foundling. He was given that armor. However, it sounds like he left the creed, left the life behind. So that's why it was a murky, no, we don't accept him as a Mandalorian because he didn't follow our path. I think that's kind of where we're at with that. That's the way I'm taking that. But still, huge. We literally got his backstory. All right, what did you think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Are you speculating like I am? Like, do you think the Jedi is going to show up at the end? Are you thinking that... I'm kind of wondering if this finale is going to be kind of two parts. Like, well, no, next week we got to spring... what's-his-face? Bill Burr's character. So... well, are you thinking we're getting basically a Avengers Rogue One type team up at the end, kind of like last season? And leave your comments below on all your speculation, just like my mind is just going everywhere. Let your mind go everywhere in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to see more content like this. All right, and before I go, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.